Hello. Today we're going to discuss how to pick a topic for your research paper or project. Sometimes this starting off point can be one of the hardest parts of the research process. After this tutorial, however, you'll have some tips to help you get started and inspired to do your research. We'll start in the obvious place, with the assignment itself. It's important to read your assignment carefully, and always ask your professor if you would like them to clarify something. Chances are someone else in your class is thinking of the same question. If your professor gives you a list of topics to choose from, your assignment description may look a little like this. Or they may give some other type of guidance like this. It could even be a very general description like this one here. One thing to always do, whether you're given a specific set of topics or a broad subject matter, is to think about what interests you. Is there anything you learned in class that sparked your interest? If you have an alternative topic in mind, run it by your professor. If it's still related to the general theme of the class, they may approve it. Remember, it's much easier to write a paper about a topic that you're interested in learning more about. Another thing to remember is that research is a process. It takes time, and it's okay to change your mind about your topic. For instance, if you just have a broad concept in your mind but aren't sure how to turn it into a paper, don't be discouraged that the perfect research topic didn't pop into your mind immediately. Likewise, if you have a very specific idea, that's great, go with it. If you find later on that there's not enough research material on your topic though, don't get frustrated if you need to alter it a little bit. There is plenty to write about, and as librarians, we're happy to help you work through the process. So let's go through a few tips that will help you if you get stuck in either direction. One thing to remember from the start is that in college, you're often not just writing about a topic, but addressing a research question. In a research topic, it's going to be very broad, like business management. This is a good place to start, but it needs to evolve into a research question, which is much more specific and usually focused on the relationship between two things. A good example of research question is, what impact has social media had on business management styles? So let's say that you're starting off with a broad concept, like marketing. That's a great first step, but now it's time to dig deeper for that research question. Try going back through your class notes when you learned about business marketing and see if anything jumps out at you. Look for subjects that interest you and would potentially have a lot written about them. For instance, maybe you'll find the lesson when you talked about the impact of social media on marketing. Your potential research question in this example could become, what impact has social media had on business marketing methods? And from there, you can head into the next step of the research process. Let's look at the other side of it. What if you start off with a really specific topic? What are some potential speed bumps there? Maybe you are inspired to write about how juvenile diabetes affects a child's social development. However, you may find that there's not enough information out there to write your paper. That's okay. You can still write about a topic that interests you while broadening it a bit so you can find enough information to write a paper. In this instance, maybe try out how the presence of a social support system affects someone with diabetes. So if you've expanded it beyond children and expanded the idea of social development into just general social support. And now your research question could become, how does having social support impact quality of life for people with diabetes? And you might find that you get a lot more results. You could also do a little background reading to learn more about your general topic, to find some other aspect of it that intrigues you. You can do this sort of background reading with our Encyclopedia Britannica, which you can access through the library's database. So today we have gone over what a research assignment may look like, what you can do to get over hurdles like a too broad or a too narrow topic, and how to turn the topic into a research question so you can get started on the next step of the research process. Try checking out our database searching tutorial for guidance on that next step, which is searching for sources for your paper. Remember to also feel welcome asking your librarian for some help in the topic department as well. We can serve as a sounding board so you can brainstorm ideas with someone, and we can assist you with fine-tuning the topic if necessary. So don't forget the library is a resource when it's time for you to pick your topic.